Okay, so I'm back here and just taking a look at this the Corsair SP 120L fan, which is their lower end fans, which is what this is apparently called. And just shows it blows air like all other fans. You can see, you can hear it. Just note that this is a I'm gonna lower that and make it in there. That this is a PWM fan, therefore this has fan controls, so I can actually lower the fan, or supposedly lower the fan, to my liking. And I didn't feel any fans lowering. So that's awesome. Maybe this software sucks. Yeah, that's not helping me at all. So yeah, it's not lowering any well. It's a PWM fan and my motherboard sucks, so take it for what it is. Alright, so this is how pretty much it's going to work in my chassis, because the motherboard will be up here and the I/O is going to be facing upward, and therefore I want to have like something like this, or something like this, and the radio will be down there, and it should work with all the swiveling stuff and all the cool stuff. What I'm going to have to do first of all is make sure all this thermal paste comes off of my original heatsink, and I will demonstrate that if possible right now. So first off, I have an Intel stock heatsink, which according to the Corsair box is fail. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to, actually I'm going to have to take out the RAM DIMMs too. Right, because I won't be able to reach to the other side. So pretty much I have absolutely nothing on here. Okay. So you want to make sure you want to have the arrows pointing into the motherboard, then pop them all out, and hopefully it should come out. There we go. And say goodbye to my Intel stock heatsink, and you can find videos about how to clean up this thermal paste. I need to get cloths now, so I'll do the off camera. Alright, so let's get on with installing the CorsairH60. So what you need to do is you need the Intel backplate. This is an LG1155. You need to move these sliders in, all the way in. This also works on LG1156. So if you have the same one, then good for you. And then mount them along the normal cutout holes, and it should slide in perfectly. Now, I'm just going to see if there's any clearance issues. Okay, there isn't. So if you had a larger backplate on, like, the ASRock Z770E ITX, this might affect the MSATA slot, but luckily we're not seeing any of those issues as of now. So, you can see that they're all sticking out from, well, I guess you can't see it, I can, you can't. You can actually see that the holes are actually sticking out of the normal heatsink part. Okay, so now that we have everything set inside, we have to use the standoffs for LJ1156 and 1155, and it's the ones that have both of the same threads on both ends. The 2011 ones have thicker ones at the end. So you can see there's a normal ones you'd really point to the screws on the back plate, or this is what that would be, and this one is the other one. So you want to use these for LJ1155 and 1156. And they are basic thumb screws, so no mumbo jumbo or whatnot. Alright, for the next portion, whoops, daisies, we're going to actually install the actual CPU cooler. So make sure first of all, you want to make sure you orient this in the proper way that you want the Corsair logo to stick out. And then in my case, it's going to be something like this, so I can run it down like this way. Before you do that, we have to backtrack just a bit and install the, wherever that is, the mounting plate onto it. So make sure you take off the plastic cover over the thermal paste and just mount it on like so. Make sure the cable doesn't get in the way. And it's just magnetic. It's no extra screws and no extra holding down of anything. Alright, so now the next step is to mount the CPU block as you wish, and in this case I'm doing it like so until it makes nice contact with it, and then you're going to use these really nice metal thumb screws to screw it in. Make sure your cable doesn't get in the way when you're doing that. They are thumb screws, and if you want, you can screw them in using a screwdriver because they have the Saturn Phillips head screws. Make sure you don't do it tightly on the first try. Make sure you get them out finger tight, not too tight though, maybe a bit looser than finger tight. And then screw them with a screwdriver to make sure it's all sealed and that everything is pressed down like so. And like I said, make sure the cable doesn't get all the way in the way. Doing a star pattern so you equalize the pressure that is here. Okay, so I'm going to screw it in with a screwdriver and then I'll be back. Alright, so I have my CPU cooler installed. Awesome. Let me just take off this plastic so I can see the awesome coarse plastic finish, so it's nice and shiny. And, you know, it's not over until, you know, you plug everything to where it belongs, right? So I'm going to plug in my CPU fan. You can't really see it with the cooler in the way. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can turn this a bit this way. So that'll probably be done anyway. And, okay, I'm going to take this fan away. So my CPU fan header is right here. Install the 3-pin into it. And it will go in as so. And then for my other fan, which goes around here, this is a PWM fan, although I don't know why I couldn't control the fan speed earlier, and it installs like so. Right? Okay, it's already in there. So let's backtrack and see what it looks like when everything's running. Alright, so this is our last shot here. So here's the yeah, this is embarrassing that I don't have the proper set here. But I'll be getting a case in a couple days, so it'll be all awesome. So let's actually go put my microphone to the fan, because I actually got the PWM fan functions to actually work. Alright, and I'm going to turn it down a little bit lower, maybe halfway, level 5 as opposed to level 10. There we go. And that is the magic of liquid cooling. So I'm Jan from Initiative. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe for more random stuff like this. And be sure to subscribe to my other Initiative channel for more build update videos. Obviously this is part of it, so yeah.